Hello, welcome back to our live. I'm Lisa Wright. Cindy is here. Welcome, Cindy. How are you today?
Turning on my microphone. I'm doing good. Doing good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there. Just busy day today. And I just finished eating dinner right now, this minute. Like took my last bite and I turned the mic on. So everything's good. So what's today's topic about, Cindy?
Well, I saw your topic and it said choice of the audience. Then I thought, oh, hi, Puna Vlog. Let's see. Must be new. Welcome. Oh, yeah, welcome. New to our live this time. Let's see. So you had choice of audience tonight, and I put let's chit chat and connect.
You don't have to mute your mic. Everything sounds perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I fixed that.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just welcoming Punjab
We
to
just
the chat.
we just started. Let me get my glasses here. All right. So today I did comments and I looked at videos. I'm pretty caught up. I put up my video. I did a Dollar Tree haul and some TJ Maxx. I saw a little bit of your live today. You were talking about a few things and I was going back and forth. So I did do that today and I think I'm pretty caught up for this week. And I still have a lot more hugs to do. Okay. So I have a question here.
Go ahead.
How did you feel? Now I know this is a weird situation, but it happens. People have arguments. How did you feel when mom and dad had arguments? Do
They
you
didn't
think
argue.
that?
We had parents who fought,
Yes.
and we grew up in a very dysfunctional household.
We did.
So
We
their
did.
arguments didn't have resolution.
Right. It just kept going.
Yes. Good. Okay. Well, welcome, Punjab. We appreciate you being here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they how did I make me feel? It gave me anxiety. And as a young kid, it made me feel very anxious and it made me feel worried. And I had my share of PTSD from their
that.
arguments. And yes.
Punjab, I want to make sure that I don't know if you know this. This is my sister, Lisa. It's
I have
her
a channel.
Yes.
Lisa Wright, and this is Cindy Lifestyle and More.
He's one of my subscribers, so I follow him. So I wanted him to make sure he knows who you are.
And let us know what you do, Punjab. I have not watched any of your videos. I would like to see and know more about you. So
Okay.
Appreciate you being here.
So anyways, so you're saying it would escalate into other things because they would settle down about the situation. They didn't take care of it. They didn't take care of the problem that they were having.
No, there was always a fight. There was always an argument. It wasn't ever just like a situation that happened.
And it wasn't talking things out.
Oh, hell no. They had very, very poor coping skills. And
right.
I know mom still suffers a lot from how she communicates. For those of you who know, my mom lives with me. I am not her caretaker, but I do take care of her. So I don't collect anything for caring for mom, but mom does help contribute in the household. She's 91, and she lives with me. So.
And I think that's why sometimes when you come from an environment like that, it goes on to the next generation. Like Greg was raised in a sergeant field. His dad was in the Air Force Base. So it was like, you do what I tell you to do. This is how it is. I'm always right. His dad was like the old-fashioned sergeant of the Air Force. So Greg was like, I am not going to the military. because he felt like everything was structured every day. So none of his brothers went into the Air Force, or his sister, or any military. They just, because they were raised that way. But his dad, all the uncles, some way, somehow were in some kind of military. But as far as I know, that's what Greg told me. But as far as I know, in Greg's family, nobody. They're like, no.
They didn't want to repeat the pattern.
Right. Now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it is. I've talked to a lot of women that are married to the military, and they say they're not like that. So I have no idea. But his dad was that way. So, and even Megan says it. Grandpa was very stern. Hi, Peyton. Peyton's here.
All right, Peyton. Welcome, Peyton. Welcome.
I saw your video, Peyton. You did some. What did I watch? Oh, a music video. I saw your music video this morning.
Well, how did it make you feel? Did you feel anxious? Did you feel uncomfortable?
Nervous. I was always nervous.
Okay,
because I didn't know what was going to escalate. Yeah, I was nervous. I was more nervous when I was younger. When I got older, I was like, I don't want to deal with this. But when I was younger, and you do hear a lot of that on TV. You hear it on a lot of TV shows, and you hear about with a lot of marriage counseling and, about things like that. But I also think that had something to do with his military, with Dad's military. And then, like Greg says, it has something to do with his dad. Hi, Tommy. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Happy. This is my sister, Lisa. She also has a channel. Tommy does a lot of lives too.
Sweet. Welcome. I also felt that Dad, I think his PTSD had a lot to do with it, but Mom didn't help, and she did a lot of instigating in the house. It wasn't.
Yeah, she didn't help.
No, she didn't help. No.
Right.
Tommy says hi to everybody.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the chat. Yeah, so I grew up obviously very nervous. I felt like it had an effect on me as a child and also as a teenager, where I didn't really feel like I fit into a lot of places. I also grew up very untrusting of people and suspicious, and had difficult time making friends and keeping healthy relationships until I got older. I'm going to tell you, the magic that happened to me was, I think Carl, my ex-husband, he really helped me through the situation. He would be very blunt and tell me, you have PTSD, and not everything that you worry about should be worth worrying about.
Right.
And he told me that he noticed that I had a great deal of anxiety and I would worry over silly things. He told me 99.99999% other things that you worry about are not worth worrying about. And I held on to that. And then he also told me bluntly that I had there was a part of me that had poor coping skills. And I held on to that and I worked it out. And then when I married Lance, I did something called Landmark Forum, which is kind of like EST. Have you ever heard of EST from the 70s?
I've heard of Landmark. I don't remember EST, but I know about Landmark.
So Landmark is the offshoot of EST, because EST
like the sister. Yeah.
EST got shut down because they were doing a lot of things where, like, they weren't letting people go to the bathroom. People were saying they were being abused and things like that. So
they took it way off. Oh, you did something similar?
Which one did you do? Fill me in. I'm curious.
Yes, we would love to hear.
He says, sorry, I missed your stream you did earlier. I overslept. I watched a little bit of the replay.
That's okay, Peyton. Toastmasters.
Podcast host buddy did Landmark.
Oh, okay. I had a friend, a sales rep. She lived in Ventura, and she did a lot of Toastmasters. I guess they teach you how to talk in front of an audience. I mean, this is what I understood, is she loved it. Let's see.
You did breakthrough. You did a lot of them.
Oh,
Okay.
discovery breakthrough. All right.
I
Do you
know about
talk?
breakthrough.
Do you talk about that on your lives, Tommy? That's good to know. That's really good to know.
You would do great, Cindy, because you have suffered some PTSD with Greg's passing because it was very sudden. You might want to do Landmark
to get it out.
Landmark is all about, it's very interesting. It helps you get through your struggles, and it also opens up a new perspective on things. It's pretty effing amazing.
I
it
heard
changed
it's
me.
It
changed my relationships with other people as well.
I knew somebody who really believed in Landmark. I mean, like, I know she was like really into it. Like, she didn't care if she only saved what that time was like $400. She will go to it. She would go to it.
Well, let's find out how much a Landmark weekend is now. $2024. Let's see what the prices are. It's called Landmark Forum. Yes. I remember it really well. It doesn't say. I would have to
remember it was like $400, like a long time ago, like 20 years ago. It was like $400.
It was 500 or 500, close to $600 when I went.
Yeah, it's not cheap. They really go in depth, I hear.
Thank you, Peyton.
Oh, that was nice. You put Tommy's up. That was nice.
VIP, Vision Impact, and forgot what the P stands for. VIP. Wow. Okay. You did a few.
Yeah.
He did a few breakthroughs and things like that. It's basically you go in on
it's not cheap.
You go in on a Friday morning, and they start the program. You go all the way up to 11 o'clock at night, maybe 11:30. You go home, they give you homework. You come back at 7 o'clock in the morning, you go all the way to 11 o'clock at night, and they give you homework. And then you come back the next day on Sunday, you start at 7 in the morning, and then you go all the way till 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and then they have what is called the graduation.
Tommy's saying it's yes. So they want you to be, I can't think of the name right now. I just thought of it just a second ago. Responsible, and they want you to be responsible. So you're going to come back and do it. If you're going to do it, they're going to make you be responsible for yourself.
Yeah,
take action. Take action.
They give you homework, and then inside of Landmark, it's a total tear. They tear you down. It's meant to break you. That's why they call it breakthrough.
Commit. Yes, it's the word. That's right.
Yeah,
commitment. Yes.
And I know that one time you were staying at our house, and the way Lance and I talked to each other, you're like, the way you and Lance talk to each other, Lance and I use Landmark breakthrough language. We talk about making a commitment, showing up, integrity.
Right. Right. But no, it's good that you're saying that. It's supposed to trigger you, make you move.
Yes. And it's usually, you can discover your childhood trauma triggers. And that's what they do. They bring up old stories, and then they break down those stories, and then they make you realize that all those how your past defines your future. And then what you want to do is you want to let go of the past. So they have a exercise of letting go of the past and how we hold on to it and how it defines us today. And then they have this exercise, and they break your psyche from the past, and they help you move forward and only focus on the present. But they even do an exercise in the present. The exercise in the present is, well, everything that you have held on to, is because it's no longer exists and it's a memory, it's meaningless. So while you're living in the present, a lot of the things you do, say, and experience in the present also is meaningless. And you don't really attach to emotion. Now, it doesn't make you into a robot, but it does elevate your perspective and experiences in life so that you're no longer attached to a lot of things that's going on around you. News events, politics, family dynamics, things people say. When I'm at work, some people like to trigger you. They think they're triggering you.
Right.
If you do something like Landmark or you do like Breakthrough, literally people who try to trigger you and try to make you, they want you to be fearful of them. They say stupid things. And if it's meaningless to you, they're not going to be able to get a rise out of you. It's pretty effing amazing. Do you all interview people? That would be great. We can do that.
We can start doing that.
Yeah. I did it in 2021 on Zoom. It was powerful, even on a Zoom. I got to experience the in-person one too in 2022.
Okay.
I think that, so what you did was you did like, they call that word a refresh. So, and also if you sign up for Landmark or any of these breakthroughs, any of these things, and you want to do a refresh, the second round, the refresh is a discounted.
Okay, yeah, because you're coming back. I think that would be fair.
Yeah, and it's discounted for a lifetime. I know a lot of people personally in my life who've done it and they don't talk about it. I'm the one who brings it up. I'll go, because people want to understand why I say I don't care. Like I hear people say they're rackets, and I'm like, that's not a hill I'm willing to die on. I don't really care.
Right.
And they want to know why I talk the way I do. And I'll go, I did Landmark Forum. And when you tell them they did Landmark Forum, a lot of people go, I did that too. Like when I was 19 or 20 years old, a lot of people did it. So the downside, if you want to see it that way, I am well aware of my own triggers, but I live and see the triggers of people around me. Yes, you do. You are able to see people living in the rackets. My work relationships changed. People didn't understand me anymore because I didn't feed it no longer into the bullshit that a lot of people like to do in toxic work
So once you go to it, you're more aware of what you see and hear and look at. Yeah, right away.
Mm-hmm. And the language that you use around people, they don't understand you. Like I have a gal at work who assumes things. Like she'll say, what do you think they're talking about in there? And she'll say, do you think I'd be like, I don't care what they're talking about. It makes no difference to me.
But that's just trying to start something or trying to
steer things.
That's trying to gossip. Here it goes. Here comes stirring the pot.
Oh, she volunteered at no charge the second time around.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
If you volunteer. I think they're called moderators. They have moderators also and volunteers. Okay. Oh, the official term is emotional intelligence. But people who don't know Landmark and people who are caught up in the racket say that things like Landmark, Breakthrough, the VIP, other things that you've done, Spring, something or other, they say it's a cult. And in fact, it's not. Once you get familiar with it, it's not a cult. The coaches, yes. Oh, Millie's here. Hi, Millie. Welcome to the chat.
LaRue is here. LaRue. I got to put my glasses on because when things look like an A, it looks like a U.
I'm going to quickly turn on, the tiki torch.
Millie Ideas. Is she
Millie
new with me?
Yeah, she's with me. Millie does sewing.
Oh, okay.
And LaRue. I'm going to turn the tiki torch on because mosquitoes are flying around. Should just take a second. Hold on.
Tiki. Okay. How you doing, LaRue? Hope you're doing good. I saw your video today about telescopes and how it was invented, and electric light. That was pretty good. Oh, and the car, the Model T Ford. I go, Tiki time.
Eesh! Mosquitoes this big, and they're tasty morsels.
Now, this is a different question. Appreciate her in front of relatives and friends. I didn't understand that. That's
Hang
what it
on,
says.
where are we going with this? Hang on. Are you talking about a question that we have?
Well, no, you know how I just said, how do you feel about people, our family arguing with each other? It's like an open-ended question. It's about topics.
Okay.
So the next one was appreciate her in front of relatives and friends. Like Irene was, right? She was always like wanted to be the leader of the pack. Leader of Yes, welcome to the chat. Yes.
Oh, it's great to actually talk about the trainings like I did. Yeah, it was. I talked about it today in my live, actually.
I think it's, I know I've heard about it, Landmark. I've heard about it. And like I said, I was looking into it when it was like $400, but that's when Greg and I were buying the house in Cherrywood.
Ah, okay.
Appreciate in public, criticize in private.
That's really good.
That's a good saying. That's a good quote.
Something to live by for sure.
There's a saying, there's a saying, there was always a saying, if you don't want someone to tell everybody, don't say it. Why did you go tell somebody? She said she wasn't going to say anything. Why did you even say anything? That was Hi, Rudy.
907 to 709. Rudy's Iradia with Autism Homestead. Yeah, welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat.
Yes. Why did you mention anything?
Yeah, if you guys want anything to talk about, we're just kind of like talking about how our parents, what we felt like when our parents would argue, which there was always an argument, and also what we felt like, the PTSD we went through. But and then I also talk about how I went through Landmark Forum, and that helped me cope. I had very poor coping skills in the workplace as well, and I have to say, I stopped being a pushover, and I stopped being taken advantage of when I took Landmark Forum, because it didn't have anything to do with work and my experiences at work. It was just listening to language and how people communicate. Mm-hmm. I was able to go, oh, you're being disingenuous. Oh, you're running a racket. Oh, you're wasting my time.
Yeah.
And I recognize the language you speak in. Haha. And yep.
So Peyton also had, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say
his mother and dad had been separated since he was 8 and haven't seen my dad until I was 25. So that's really hard, when you're growing up and don't have your family.
And was it by an option that you didn't see your dad by 25, or did you? I'm going to ask a personal question. Maybe I shouldn't, but did he separate himself from the family? Did you reach out? Did you have to find him to stay in touch, or just curious? Feel free to comment. Question: how do you bring up the rackets with your friends and family when you notice it? Me personally, I'll tell you about one person I know who's always running a racket at work. I will tell that person who's running the racket, I'll go, you don't know that for sure. You know, you can't, you don't know what's going on. You don't know that for sure. How do you know? Were you there? Did you hear it for, directly for yourself? And is it going to have any effect on you? So,
and I think that's a good, that's a good way. I also believe if I didn't hear it, I don't believe it until I hear it, because I don't, this is how I see things. If they're talking about somebody else, then they're going to talk about me. And I learned that on like Zig Ziglar. I'll be right back. Asha just threw her bowl. That means she's thirsty.
Peyton's got a long, I'm not sure. My mom and dad just got separated when I was 8. But the only way I got back into contact with his dad is when he found my profile on Facebook. Yes. And now I got his phone number in my phone. And he saw your profile and left you a comment or maybe sent you a DM. I'm just curious, and asked you to be friends, and the next thing you know, that's your dad. Things like that. That's really interesting. My husband found through ancestry.com a full brother, and found his father. And the guy who was his full brother was given away for adoption by his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And the father that they contacted and told that this father had 2 sons from the same woman. He had 2 blood sons. He never knew.
Mm-hmm.
And they all lived in the same town. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Well, I actually know people who find out they've got a brother or they've got a sister.
Send you a friend request.
And it's a little, they're like kind of stunned because because I'll ask them, I'll say, how was your reaction? They're like, it was stunned, didn't know what to say, trying to take it in, because you don't know them. You don't know what they look like. You have no, they're not someone you know. You don't know who they're until you meet them. Now, I know one girl, she met a brother and they never connected. I mean, they connected, but they never really connected. And they wanted them to go for some therapy because the therapy was saying maybe she didn't want to open up to be a sister, or maybe he didn't want to open up to be a brother. So there was always something going on.
Yes.
It was like invading my space. That's how she felt, like it was invading her space. It was pretty weird. Yeah.
Lance and his brother have a really good relationship. And because his brother was adopted, he didn't know who his family was, but he's always wanted to know. Okay, he knew he was adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So when him and Lance got together, his brother wants to do everything with him.
Yeah, but that's good though. I mean, but there are situations when it doesn't work out that way. And I was watching a program about that too, how it goes both ways, but that's good. He's lucky.
Yeah, he's very lucky. And they've gone on trips together. Whenever they go on a little mini vacation.
And he's also married. You have a sister-in-law.
Yeah. Now I have to admit, I'm not really fully connected yet.
Mm-hmm.
I still see things on the peripheral. They're good people, but I'm still adjusting to the whole thing. Okay. And I'm still adjusting to the experience overall. And I feel like, not that I'm not rejecting, they're good people, but I'm still like, wow, this really did happen. And I made a comment to him the other day. Stitching Millie says S. I made a comment the other day to Lance about, wow, to this day, I really can't believe that your mom gave him up and literally lied. I mean, I just say these things, literally lied to you, literally told you that your your brother, she had a child and said he was a stillbirth, when in fact, that's not what happened. I mean, I'm like, and to live your whole life not knowing this, is weird. I mean, I'm like, people back in the 60s just did weird things, just did weird things. CC. It's a trip. So, your turn, Cindy. The dog is barking. That's okay. You can turn it on.
All right, they're really barking. I also I had a friend when I worked in a company that her mom found her. Okay. Oh my, everyone is flying. I got two birds over there flying. I got two dogs over here barking. Her mom actually came to find her.
Wow.
And she never knew that she was adopted. And that was back in the 80s. And I mean, now look what they have. They've got like so much DNA and all that. We're talking about way then. She was like, I think she was more hurt that her parents did not tell her. I mean, she wasn't mad. She was just disappointed. But they didn't want her to know because they would guard dogs. Yes, I got a shepherd and a little Aussie who thinks she's a big bulldog, a big shepherd. They actually almost had a fight today, these two. I had to break them up. But yeah, she was a little disappointed. And she was never mad. Then she became confused because her mom wanted to see her. And her mom had a family, had brothers, she had kids. Yeah, so exactly. it involved. I'll never forget that. It was really something to remember. I remember she was just like, she was blown away. She was just blown away. You didn't know I had dogs? Yeah, I got two of them. I have a German Shepherd. Her name is Asha. And I've got a miniature Aussie. Her name is Dakota.
And I
got two of them.
Pomeranian Chihuahua mix.
Yes.
8 pounds.
Yes.
And I have a Cocker Spaniel.
And I think one of them needs to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to let Lisa continue on. I'm going to leave this here.
I can put you on mute right now. There you go. Okay. And so anyway, getting back to the whole family thing, the family dynamics, it's, for me, maybe the reason why I'm not entirely attached to my husband's family dynamics and even my own is simply because of how I grew up. My parents, this is odd, and maybe you guys experienced the darn thing too. My mom didn't have a relationship with her family, so I never grew up knowing my aunt and her children. I grew up knowing my uncle. My mom had a close relationship with her uncle. But there were other family members that I never saw my grandparents. She separated us from the grandparents. I guess she didn't have a good relationship with them. And Lisa, I am Millie Meyer. Well, welcome. Hi, Millie. Welcome. Thank you. Oh, Peyton, that is so sweet. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Yeah. Woo! That's awesome, man. Appreciate you so much. You have no idea what that means. That's like the first ever. Okay. Thank you, Peyton. Yeah, my mom didn't have a relationship with her family. So oddly enough, that seemed normal, and I never, ever, ever established a relationship in the future with my aunt or the cousins, and Cindy and I separated for like 20 years. We didn't talk to each other. She left hometown, moved up north, Central Coast, and I stayed in LA, and I went about my business. And, collateral damage is when you separate from a parental figure who is not healthy, you end up breaking up with your entire family. And that's stuff that just happens. So
yeah, that's why you hear a lot of stories, about how family break up, and people, they'll say, I haven't seen my brother for 10 years. You hear a lot of that. It really is true. I mean, it's real life. Doesn't matter how much money it is. It doesn't matter how no money you have, where you live, everything. It's just, it happens.
And more families these days seems to be complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even more now.
Yeah.
I really, really believe that. Well, that's what it says here. Never miss a chance to give, and remember the memories to cherish, because they can be gone tomorrow.
100%. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So
right.
Money magnifies what you're like. Yes. Oh, you want to talk about some tea? Holy smokes. I had somebody in my life that I had met. It was a business relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And this person, as soon as this person started making money, completely changed. It's as though this person turned into a monster, an arrogant POS. Nobody knew who this person was anymore. Nobody was good enough for this person. Had to change all their friend relationships. Every conversation then had to be about how much money you have, and turned into like a major prick. And you know what happens when it happens? You know what happens to you? God takes it all away from you.
Things starts not working.
If you're not a good person, money magnifies
it.
Yeah. The true colors come out in these people.
Right.
You're like, shocking.
What happened to the person that I met? Where'd you go?
People go, this person changed. So-and-so changed. Yeah, no kidding. Changed for the worse.
Yes.
Not changed for the better.
And you see that anywhere. Business, relationships, home, co-workers.
And if you're good, money magnifies it. Exactly. I know I really shouldn't be talking about it, but it's
well, you're not mentioning names.
No,
we're just talking about life. Yeah.
I'm talking about life. But man, and it wasn't even a lot of money. All it was
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Took it to a whole other level. And you're like, what the hell? I mean, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, say goodbye to that.
Took it to a whole other level. It was crazy. Changes can have positive and negative side effects. That is true. Very much. I used to be this person, this woman, who was very assertive in business. And the attitude a lot of people said about me was, whatever Lisa wants, Lisa gets in business. Because I was assertive. I think also I'm very short. I'm very petite, and I'm a minority. I'm Hispanic. A lot of women in the industry, if you're Hispanic and if you're in a male-dominated industry, you have to overcompensate. Yeah. So I felt, but when I started making money, it wasn't like I didn't become a prick. You know what I mean? Because I saw somebody I was very close to become a prick. And I was like taken back by it. Shocked at how somebody can just be such an a-hole. So
what's happened to me. Okay, so this is what happens to me. I'm short. you're short, I'm short. We're both short. Okay.
We're very short.
Right. I get upset, and I know I'm not mad at them, but if you're standing behind like a counter, like a bakery, they can't see you unless where there's an opening. But if you're here and there's a bakery and the display's here, and you've got people, they will go right by. They'll go to the next person, and it's not
That's
they
happened
need
to me.
right? And you're like, I've been here, and your attitude becomes like you kind of raise yourself up, and it's not that it's meant. It's just we're short, so we feel like we have to talk louder and be louder and be noticeable because we want stand up, right? And there has been times when I was nice enough to say, okay, they didn't know it, they'll come to me next. And the person that they went to didn't even say she's next.
I was just going to mention that. It's like, hello, I was here before you.
Right. And that's when I started being more, not being aggressive, but I don't need to be, you know what I mean? It's not right. I would never do that to people. I mean, if someone's taller than me and I'm first, I would say, no, when they're first, I'll say, no, he's next or she's next. It doesn't matter tall, short, or whatever. But to actually take to be the service, knowing you were first, that's not right. That's disrespectful. That's happened to me many times. And I don't let that happen anymore, unless they're in a hurry, they got a kid, a reason. But so it's happened to you, right? It's like, And you know, they did it to Greg. They went to Greg, but not to me. And he says, oh, she's the one that wants the coffee. They didn't even see me. It was because he was 6 foot. You know what I mean? He was tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's why Greg always tried to make sure when somebody was short, because I was short. He saw what happens. And you know who also notices that? Megan. She tries to always, because she knows I'm short. She's taller than I am. So she knows that I have to work harder to be noticed, not to be noticed, but for someone to see me, especially in line.
I noticed one thing. I do get treated differently because of my gray hair. That because I have gray hair, people think I'm older. I'm older. I'm 60. I'm going to be 60 years old.
Well, yeah, but you're not 90.
They see me as no, but they do see me as a senior citizen now,
right?
And they do see me as an elderly woman. And elderly women are treated a little bit. Maybe they treat them more with kid gloves, more fragile.
Yeah.
And it really it does. It's not with the young people. Some of the young people don't get it yet, but older people will say, "Ma'am, please, you go ahead."
Yeah,
you know. And I'm like, and sometimes I don't understand. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm like, oh, okay. They give me their seat.
Right. No, I agree with that. But sometimes you're like, it's fine because you're going to go to somebody else and go, no, you can go ahead. You know what I mean? It's weird how it goes. It's like.
I still have that youthful spirit, and I still don't think of myself as a senior citizen. But my gray hair really does put me in that category. Peyton says he hates feeling ignored by people. They just look at my comment and they skip over it. You know what, Peyton?
You talking about in other lives? Is that what he's saying?
Talking about in general, yeah.
Yeah. See now. Okay, you go ahead. I was going to say next.
No,
but
what were you going to say? Go ahead.
I don't understand. I don't understand because it's happened to me before. It's like if you're not on there all the time, it's just you have no idea who these people are. You know what I mean? And I get what he's saying. You're like, doesn't my comment matter? Now, see, I don't want to do that. That's why I try to look. I look on Facebook just in case somebody's there. I try. I learned a lot in sales business that you don't go by. Okay. When you see people, there has been people that walk in like $1 million. I mean, completely full on designer clothes. And there was this customer who had thongs, jeans. They were kind of black. She had a t-shirt. She had her hair pulled up in a ponytail, and she would come in, and nobody would like approach her. So one day I said, "Did you need some help today?" And she goes, "I really hate this when people don't approach me because how I look." She worked for an oil business.
Mm-hmm.
She had a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And she bought from me, like, we're talking about back then, like over $1,000 worth of makeup, skincare. She came in. I didn't even make commission on stuff. But you never go by the book of, what is it called? By the book of cover, or book.
You don't judge a book by its cover.
Cover, yes. And I'm a big believer in that. And I told Megan that too, that when she helps people, don't go by what they're wearing, go by who, as respect, go up to them, service them, because you'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with comments. You know, I'm a nice person. You're a nice person. Peyton's a nice person. Tommy's a nice person. We're all nice persons.
I used to go in and support.
LaRue's a nice person. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. I used to go in and support on TikTok other people's lives. People that I thought I belonged in the same Facebook group, and I would go in and support them and leave comments. And I cannot believe that I was banned from a couple, and there's nothing bad was said. It was like, "Hey, you're doing great." You know what I mean? Or, "Yeah, I agree with you, man." That's like, I never always supported them.
How did you get banned?
They would cut me out. They didn't want me in there. Maybe they thought I was poaching their leads. I wasn't poaching anybody. I didn't care about any leads. I was just there to support them. I would even say, "Hey, I'm really happy to see you live. You're doing great." And they were at attitude, you know, I don't know. And anyway, so just so that you know, all those people that did that to me, they're no longer around.
They're not even on there.
They're not even on anymore. No, they're not on anymore. And I think of everybody that I started with in this coaching program that I was in. Everybody that I started with are all gone. Literally, I'm like the only one who is just still, you know, jiving and enjoying my time doing all of this.
Yeah.
Because I never made it about the money. The people that I signed up with, that I joined in with, are all about make money online people. You remember all this. You remember, yes. I was starting out, I was going live, and I didn't enjoy it.
Right.
But I wanted to support other people's stuff.
I'm not mentioning the names. That's why I'm saying, let's
yeah,
do it.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I wanted to support other people's stuff. And it was just ridiculous, you know, and they're all gone now.
Smiling.
I had one guy, I was on his live, and I knew him. I'm going to say his name because nobody knows who he is.
Okay.
And I said, "Phil, great to see you." I go, "Oh," he had a plant behind him, and the plant would look like it was wilting. It was dying.
And
I said,
water?
I said, "Hey, Phil, looks like your plant might need some water, my friend," like that. And he thought that I was trolling him. I'm Lisa Wright. You know, we're in the same Facebook group, you know.
Oh, no.
And he thought, he was like, and he was looking down at me. He's like, "Huh, you think my plant?" "I think my plant looks just fine." And then he took me out of his live. I was like,
wow.
I'm Lisa Wright. We're in the same Facebook group. In other words, this is where I stood. My relationship with them meant more to me than their relationship with me.
Right.
Also, people with whom I was kind enough to go in and maybe purchase their ebook or maybe whatever, right? I bought maybe an ebook, and maybe I bought their PDF. Maybe I bought their little course. Maybe I went into their webinar because I wanted to support them. Okay. Honest, when I would go live and I would put stuff up, Zero. Never got any support
Wow,
whatsoever.
that's too bad.
And in addition to that, they reached high levels of success in what they were doing. And I would congratulate them and, tell them how great they were doing. And I would get ghosted.
See, that's so sick.
So it was simply a business for them.
Yeah.
I meant nothing. And, they were just going on about their business, like a transaction, even a simple thank you never happened. No. They were selling a very expensive course and making $1,000 commission every time they would sell this course. So one day whoever I bought the course from, I went back in and I made a comment about how I had purchased that course from them. They got $1,000 commission. Okay?
Right.
And I had asked a couple of questions, about, hey, I bought the course from you. I'm just curious, I just want to know if they had purchased the course or anything like that. I get a response back. It's like, hey, I'm not really a coach. So if you want to, figure things out, you can go on over to the course and figure it out. I fucking bought the course from you. You made $1,000. And I was talking to somebody else and I had mentioned this and they're like, well, they're not obligated to give you any help. Yeah, you bought the course from them, but that's as far as they go. They're not obligated.
They shouldn't. Then how are they going to represent something and not follow their what do they call it? I can't think today.
What about just a simple, hey, Lisa, thank you so much.
Yeah, but how can you share something that you're not going to do it?
Look at Peyton left a super chat.
Example.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have no idea what that means to me. That's a big thing. You know what I mean? It's just it, but all of those people are gone now.
Right.
And this is a good one. When their businesses started drying up and they needed, then they admitted it. They're like, yeah, my business is drying up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm not getting the sales right now, blah, 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 And then the coach, the mentor told them, do you reach out to the people who bought the courses from you? Do you offer coaching and further consulting for the people who bought the course from you? Because you have to have a upsell.
That hurts.
You have to have a value added ladder. And if you're just ghosting them and ignoring them and not offering more services, you're not going to make any money.
Yeah.
So he was telling them, you got to nurture. These people are already sold fans. You have 1,000 diehard fans willing to buy from you again. And if you're ghosting them, you're going to lose them. They're not going to want to buy anything else from you. That's what he said.
That sucks.
You got to nurture and create and build. He says you got to build a community. You got to build people who know, like, and trust you and who will be there. You provide another opportunity, another program, another sale, another webinar, another course. These people will buy from you. But if you're going to do things like the way they were acting, ghosting, they're not going to come back ever again.
Right.
And now the channels are gone. And now they're no.
They outcasted themselves.
You should read my comment on what I said about someone who unmodded and unsubbed me. I felt better when I ignored them. Well, I read your comment, Peyton, that somebody did do that to you. They unmodded you and they unsubbed you. I mean, I'm 100% familiar with what just happened to you, or they block you. I had somebody block me, and I never see where they are now. They blocked me. So you know what I started doing to them? I started blocking them.
Right.
I don't need you to come up on my feed. I don't need you to come up. So, Yep. Interesting, isn't it? What other questions does anybody have any questions you guys would like for us to weave through and share? Peyton, I appreciate you being
do you remember the days when
participating
when people were young,
everybody else,
and they used to have pillow fights?
I never had pillow fights.
You never had little pillow fights?
No, I never did sleepovers.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I never did a sleepover with other kids. I think I went on one. Liz had a slumber party. I didn't like it.
Okay, you didn't like.
I don't use the home feed. I do chronological or favorite feed. I don't know what that means. Chronological feed. Let me know what you're referring to, if Tommy. I would appreciate that.
It says, I see what I want to see and don't really rely on a line. Is that I'm?
Algorithms.
Algorithms.
Yeah.
Tommy's pretty good on that too. He's pretty good on all that. I'm still learning all the, I call it the back studio.
I have a t-shirt being made. I'm going to put it in my store. God is my algorithm. So if someone unmod me and unsub me and have the nerve to talk to me on someone's stream, you will be ignored because I saw it.
Well, because we're not, the person gets unmod is going to know. Because you know what? People forget. They don't even know who they did it to. Seriously. It's like telling a lie and you keep lying. Eventually, you don't even know what you said. Didn't you just say that
You know, you and I, we've given some people a timeout. We gave, when we first started, we gave some people a timeout. I had a guy on YouTube. It's called subscription feed. Oh, okay. I get where you're coming from. Okay. What I've noticed, and Cindy and I talked about this yesterday, that we get a lot of people who want us to subscribe, and they'll view, but you have to watch the video at least halfway or more through. Because what's going to happen is, Tommy, you probably know about the click-through rate, the CTRs. If you have your subscription feed watching 30 seconds of your video, it's going to throw off your algorithms.
But I don't even think 30 seconds of view.
It's going to throw off the performance of that video because the algorithm is saying, oh, people are clicking out. Your own home feed, your subscribers are clicking out at 30 seconds. They're not interested, and that video is going to die. So just be really careful. And Tommy probably knows what I'm talking about in that sense. Like SSV, like Millie, I watch all the way through, even if they do a call to action at the end. You want to be able to respond and say that, yeah, you did finish at the end, and respond to that call to action. So, because if somebody unmods me, unsubs me, isn't that basically like saying F you? Yeah, it is 100%.
Yeah, then you're not friends anymore.
They don't appreciate you in their community.
Okay, so Tommy wrote down something about watching videos. All the way.
Sorry, Lance is asking me. He wants to buy Halloween Horror Night tickets.
All the way through. Cheap. Yes, I am supporting the CCU for community. Watch all the way through. Okay.
You versus Halloween?
Huh?
You versus the Halloween night? You figure you're gonna be turned into a pumpkin?
Whatever you want to do, Lance.
We'll do it on your day. We'll follow you. I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you.
He wants to go to Universal Halloween Horror Nights on Halloween night. Do you know how busy it's going to be on that night?
Yeah, it's busy, and I think they changed the prices. It says all the way through. Yes, when I'm supporting the CC4U community, watch all the way through. Now, what is the CC4U community? Is that like a certain organization? Or is that a certain?
Well, he did do a hashtag. So if you
Oh,
could
he did.
write
That's
out the CC here,
Yeah.
hold on a second. Give what you want to see come back to you.
I'm not trying to be nosy. I'm just trying to figure it out. Cindy never understands anything.
He said creating change.
Oh, okay.
Are you still looking for it, Cynthia?
I know creating change. That's the one I was telling you about. Remember, him and Lance would probably have some information the same. I just don't say it because then it's not fair to me to say anything. Okay, so I know what you're saying, Tommy. Yeah, Guy's channel. Yeah. Well, you're usually on his show. Lisa's husband kind of does creating change, like changing, like Lance, he does a lot of recovery, but he actually is a counselor for that.
Yes.
Okay, now I got to fix where I was at. But the point, Tommy, you have to, okay, but for someone to get a view, you have to watch at least what, 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know how many minutes. That's why I try to watch the whole thing, because I have no idea.
See, the thing is, in order to optimize the video, you want it, YouTube's going to tell you how long people are watching and when they dip out and when they do fast forward through, and you could see that in the chart. And if you have your subscriber base or people who are trying to help you grow your channel, and they're doing things like bowing out just because they viewed it and you got the view, it throws you off in realizing
That people are going to watch this.
what's the interest of that video.
Exactly. Okay. That's how they give you how many minutes they watch. 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
The
right?
click-through rate. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
But you have a lot of people who are subscribers simply just to help boost your channel. And what they'll do is they'll just watch it to the point where you get the view, and then they'll go.
Right. So you're not getting the...
That screws up your click-through rate. And YouTube will say, there's also a percentage too. Like they want you to be in the viewing 48% of the video through. That's the success rate. You'll get a 1 out of 10.
40% of the view.
Or
40%
more.
of the video.
Yeah, they will also want people to stay on. They're like, wow, if you 50% or more is ideal. So they want you to view the right. And if you're bowing out after a minute,
well, that's not even fair. A minute? It's not even.
That's why
watching
if you're a person who's only there to help somebody grow their channel, you want to watch the video all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's why, but shorts are only 60 seconds.
I stopped doing shorts because the algorithms on the shorts, when you're looking at your performance overall in the analytics, it throws you off.
Mm-hmm.
Throws your long form content, your short form content, you have it all in the same thing. It throws everything off. And there's subscribers who only watch shorts.
I know.
And there's subscribers who watch a long form.
Yeah.
If you want to make money and you want to get the hours,
you gotta do long.
You got to do long form.
So like, I don't mind doing a short, like beautiful flowers or seeing wildflower poppies. I don't mind just doing like a small one. You know what I'm saying?
I think
But I still do my videos.
Peyton, let us know if you're still here.
Oh no, did Peyton leave?
Peyton, where'd you go, Peyton?
We're talking about too much stuff. Tommy's still here, I think. Oh God. We went off track. You went down the bunny hole.
Tommy Kenya says, still here.
Still here. Okay, so Tommy, so when I'm watching videos, I always watch all the way through. Yeah. That's what takes me so long to do the comments. Because I go back, boom, I watched. Done. Because if they're leaving comments with me and watching my video, I'm going to go back.
I'm going to be honest with people. Like I even told someone.
Okay, thank you, Tommy.
When I'm busy or I'm working, I'm not going to watch every one. I will get to the nearest one that I can get when, I have time. And also the same thing for me. I don't get a lot of people who watch my videos as well. And I'm okay with that, because to be truthfully speaking, you want to get people who are interested in that topic, Peyton is confirmed. That's cute.
Yeah, we were wondering we were still here. That's the truth. Oh, also Tommy too. Tommy's also learned how to do camera stuff like casting crew. I think he mentioned that he went to school about cameras and stuff. Yeah, so he's done like a lot of things too. Tommy. Peyton, I was still here. I'm a supporter.
I want to see what Peyton has going on for tonight. Stand by real quick. I feel like I've been neglecting Peyton. Sorry.
Well, we're talking about different stuff. We're not just like, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one, guys. Earliest memories of each other. The earliest memory of you when I was 5, when Mom went to the hospital to have you.
Really?
I was already jealous. I was like, here comes another person. I remember that Mom dropped us off at Grandma's house and she went to go have you. I was always like, it's 5. I wasn't the only one anymore. True. I'm being honest. I remember being dropped off.
Peyton says you're not neglecting me. No, it's all good.
Tommy, I'm Peyton's 14th subscribers.
Peyton's got 26,900 subscribers.
Okay, so what was that?
Hey, Lisa.
Peyton's got close to 27,000.
Dead mosquito. It works. I heard this crackling in the house. That makes me happy.
Peyton has 27,000 subscribers. He has a very successful channel.
Okay, but on his channel, the one that he does the music, what about the one that he's on this one? Peyton, where are you at on this one? Okay, so Peyton's still growing this one.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Which one is that? Is that the backup channel?
Peyton, show your
Oh, let me go to Peyton. Let me go here.
Tommy's seeing this one here. He didn't see Peyton's other one.
I'm being a dodo bird. Hold on. This is the live that we're watching. Let me get in here. Channel, go to channel, right?
Yeah, when Peyton first came on, he was on Peyton's.
Peyton Samuel's the one with the
Samuels.
14 subscribers? Yes. But Peyton, you don't, I will make content once I reach 50.
Okay, so Peyton Samuels, the one that he plays the music on, is 13, but almost 14. Then the one that Peyton's on right now, he's trying to get to 50 on that one. I guess.
I'm a dingleberry.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, you just found it. Okay. Yes, that's it, Tommy. Yeah.
I just found Peyton's other channel. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same thing. I'm Peyton's 14th, and I can't wait to see content up to 50. Oh, okay.
Right. He's trying to get
I saw Peyton 14th. I know, I found it too. Oh, another channel. He's like, another channel?
Yes.
Cindy, mod my account with the green profile picture too. Okay. He's asking you. Peyton, I'm just curious why you have a backup channel, FYI. I just found it too.
Okay, so what did he just say to me?
How many channels? I'm just curious, Peyton, how many channels do you have? Do you have 2?
Yes.
Do you have 3?
I have one, but I have one for acting, but I don't use it. It seemed like Peyton's got 2.
Because I'm subscribing to the 26,000.
Which one's the 26,000?
Peyton Samuels. Maybe it's not even his.
I don't know that one. No, I don't know that one.
And then there's this one.
So Peyton has 3 videos.
What about this one? Is that yours?
Is that yours too? Yeah, I'll let you decide. I'll let you do them all.
He said, I have 3 videos and this account is the fourth one.
As the one that orange one is not you.
That's
not him.
You.
I mean, not him.
Okay. Let me get out of
that. I was completely confused. Just...
Okay. Now I'm gonna go in and clean up. Okay.
Got it all straightened out?
I think so. He said the orange profile is the picture. Okay.
What was that? So we talked a lot tonight. We had a good talk. Talk about landmark. I guess I got to stop making so many accounts with the same. Yeah, I was like,
I have one account.
Yes.
Peyton.
Yes. Things like I got this account. I got that account for that. I got that one over there.
I understand. I don't blame you. I understand.
That's a lot. It's busy. Busy bee.
Good for you.
Busy.
Okay, so it's 8 o'clock and we're going to go ahead and close this out.
Yes. We appreciate everyone being here. It was fun tonight. I like talking about different things. Also, the Peyton Samuels backup channel is also me. Oh, that's the one that has 26,000. Why you been banning it? Oh, he already said goodnight. There goes the dogs.
Okay, so Peyton's
Megan must be
channels is
home.
going to be the topic of was going to be our topic next. I want to know from you what all these channels are for. That's what I. So Peyton, let me know what that's all about.
Yeah.
I'm kind of still here.
Kind of still here.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Yes,
Take care.
we appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. It was fun.
Take care, everyone.
And
thank you very much, Peyton, for the super chat. Appreciate you.
And mod this account before you end the stream. Oh. Okay. Yes, I got it. I think I did it. All right. You guys have a great night. Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys. Take care.